welcome. Today, let's talk about your business blog. You know, the one that's maybe just sitting there collecting a bit of digital dust. Today, we're going to change that. We're going to turn that page from a chore into a powerhouse tool that actually makes you a go-to name in your local community. You know that feeling? You've got an amazing business, you do great work, but you feel like you're invisible in your own neighborhood. It's a very common frustration, and honestly, it's a tough spot to be in when you're trying to get local people through the door. But what if I told you the solution is sitting right there, probably on a forgotten page on your website? We're about to dive into how your blog, that thing you see as just another task, is actually your secret weapon for building a real tangible connection with the people right around the corner. Okay, first things first. The foundation for all of this is learning to speak your customer's language. And that means getting really good at mixing two key ingredients, local keywords and your own expertise. Here's the magic formula. It's pretty simple. Local focus is what gets you found by people searching for something nearby. And topical authority is what proves to them and, to Google that you actually know what you're talking about. When you put them together, your blog becomes a magnet for the exact customers you want. Let's make this really clear with an example. Writing a post called Roofing Tips is fine. It's okay. But compare that to something like Emergency Roof Repair in Swansea, paired with a guide to choosing materials. Whoa, all of a sudden, you're not just some roofer on the internet. You're the local expert who can solve my urgent problem right now. See the difference? And this strategy works for any business, really. A fitness center in Cardiff isn't just writing about workouts. No, they're creating a specific training guide for the local half marathon. A builder isn't just talking about extensions. They're showing off a beautiful, eco-friendly project they just finished in Swansea. It's all about being deeply relevant to where you are and what you do. So once you're speaking the right language, what's next? Well, now it's time to actually engage with your community. This is all about becoming part of the local conversation, not just shouting into the void. And there are two really powerful ways to get this done. First up, collaborate. Now, when I say influencers, forget the big celebrities. I'm talking about the real local heroes, the community bloggers, the people who run those popular local Instagram accounts, the people who already have the ear of your neighbors. The key here is to make it a real partnership. Reach out and suggest writing something together, like a guest post. A home improvement business, for example, could team up with a local property blogger to talk about making homes more energy efficient. The goal is creating something genuinely useful for the community, not just a thinly veiled ad. And this is absolutely crucial. Authenticity is everything. People can smell a forced advertisement from a mile away, and it just kills trust. But when it's a real partnership built on sharing good info, everybody wins. All right, the second strategy is to plug into the heartbeat of your town. Think about it. Local festivals, charity runs, school fairs, these are amazing ready-made topics for your blog that scream, hey, we live here too. You can build a really simple playbook around this. Before an event, write a preview about what's coming up and why you're excited. Afterwards, post a recap with some great photos. And hey, if you're a sponsor or you have a booth, give your readers a little behind-the-scenes look. Your blog starts to feel like a real local hub. Okay, so we've got the language down and we're engaging with the community. Now for the final and maybe most important piece of the puzzle, building that deep lasting trust that turns a first-time customer into a lifelong fan. And again, there are two essential strategies that work together to make this happen. First, tell real stories about your customers. I mean, a 5-star rating is nice, but a detailed story about how you helped a customer solve a real problem, that's so much more powerful. It creates a situation that people can actually see themselves in. So how do you do this? Well, walk through the customer's whole journey, from the problem they had to the solution you provided. Grab a few direct quotes from an interview with them And this is so important. Always get their permission before you use their name or photo. These stories are pure gold for building trust. Now, the second strategy for building trust sounds so simple, but honestly, it's where so many businesses fall down. Consistency. A blog that's updated regularly sends a message that you're an active, reliable, and engaged business. A neglected one, well, it quietly suggests the opposite. Look, a content calendar doesn't have to be this big, scary thing. You can make it very achievable just by mixing things up. One week, you do a local event preview. The next, you share a customer story, then maybe a helpful how-to guide. Sticking to a simple rhythm like this shows you're dependable and gives people a reason to keep coming back. All right, let's bring all these pieces together. This is your complete blueprint for turning that blog into a local powerhouse. Here it is, your 5-step plan. You're going to master that mix of local and expert content. You'll collaborate with local voices and cover community events. You'll share incredible customer stories, and you'll do it all consistently. That right there is the formula. And this is why it's all worth it. Following this blueprint leads directly to real results. You're not just writing articles, you're building trust. You're showing up higher in local searches. You're creating real community bonds. And at the end of the day, you're winning more loyal customers. So you have to start thinking about your blog differently. It is not just another task on your to-do list. It's your digital storefront. It's your community bulletin board. And it's your single most powerful connection to the people you want to serve. This whole thing isn't just about getting found online. It's about becoming a recognized, trusted, and valued part of your neighborhood story. So I guess the only question left is, what story is your business going to tell first?
Need any help with setting out a plan and adopting it? BE Marketing at SEO can help you with these tasks. Find out more by booking a free consultation at calendly.com/siteace. See you soon.